All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So, Eric Holder, the man who killed Nipsey Hussle, who's still on trial at this moment, but he's actually in the hospital. He's been attacked by multiple people. And, one of the attacks, it led him to have, to be bleeding in the back of his head. It actually included a razor, okay, including a razor. And it was the back of his head. It was a laceration, very huge. And the lawyer told Rolling Stone, I think it was Jansen, he ended up having an MRI, okay, magnetic resonance imaging, and he had to get staples in the back of his head. Also, too, it appeared that in images that he had a swollen neck and eye. His face was all messed up. It's crazy, man. So, he killed Nipsey Hussle outside his Marathon clothing store. I will never forget. In the Hyde Park neighborhood in South Los Angeles in March 2019. He's a Grammy-winning artist who was 33 at the time. So the killing sparked a 48-hour manhunt. It culminated in Holder's arrest on Bellflower, and he was charged with 1 count of murder, 2 counts of attempted murder, and 1 count of possession of a firearm by a felon. So, many witnesses, they saw, surveillance camera of him. He came back, and they was in an argument, and he shot Nipsey Hussle 10 times, and they actually injured 2 other people. And I think McKenzie, he was supposed to be one of the individuals to go in and testify, but for some strange reason, he didn't even show up to court. So I find that kind of, I don't know, maybe he didn't want to get involved in it, but that still can lead to a warrant or arrest. But we're going to move on. But during the opening arguments earlier this month, going to this trial, the prosecutor, John McKinney, told jurors Holder was captured on surveillance footage standing in the parking lot opening fire on Hussle, and it was using this during cross-examination too. Rapper suffered 10 gunshot wounds. Not only Nipsey Hussle was an artist, but he was also a community activist. I mean, he was employing people in the South Crenshaw and Slauson Boulevard neighborhood to get jobs, and entrepreneur, and he actually specialized in economic development. This is why this is so heartfelt. But at the same time, man, he killed an innocent person, and now it's like things are turning for him. And look, good thing is over the weekend. So I don't know if I'm pretty sure maybe he have some time to recover, and they probably gonna keep an eye on him a little bit more, have a little bit more security, according to these prisons and stuff. So at least for the sake of the trial, right? And and Tuesday, because if he's convicted, he's gonna receive life in prison. But I was just looking like, man, so it ain't looking good for Eric Holder, but hopefully his injuries won't be too bad. But at the same time, man, hey, this is what you pay for. People are seeing about this. People are really angry about this. He had a lot of connections, and all you had to do was, man, if you offer some snitching, because you're rolling with 21 Angels, whatever, I'm rolling 60s, I'm sorry. I wish they could have talked about this, or he could have thought about this before he went up and utilize a deadly weapon to go ahead and take his life. I didn't really kind of understand that, but hey, it is what it is, man. But we're gonna see about this in this court case as it resumes next week, and that he has a speedy recovery, and we can continue to move on to the court. But yeah, man, that's all we have to say. People want his wig split. As Big Herc would say, because I know he talked about this on his YouTube video. But yeah, that's a quick little message on here, man. Hey, be careful, with the things that you do. You don't want to go ahead and commit no crime unless you can't do the time. And, you got to deal with, the crazy people there. You got to deal with, your life, people taking advantage of you. Beating on you. Hey, this is, you're in pretty much a huge arena with animals and with people who don't care, or they know they're going to be there for life anyway. So, hey. But yeah, that's what's going on with Eric Holder right now. I should cover a little bit more of the trial. I think Law, Crime, and Network, they still have some type of, I won't say difficulties, but I haven't been really following it too much as far as the trial. I've just been I've been listening to other news stories. But I will get back into it, get back in, because this is an interesting court case here, and I really want Nipsey Hussle's family to go ahead to receive justice. But that's all we have to say. You guys continue to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. I love you guys, man. I'm out. Deuces.